In 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, put the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
53, Mike 53. Watch the slip.
On second and a yard, Prescott is going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4. Down territory.
No gain on the play. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Express. 53, Mike. Switch up. Watch the safety creep. Express. On me.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll take this into the end. Zone touchdown, Washington. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ties the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a tie. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, here's Fournette. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Check 53, Mike. Let's get the ball.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott dumps it off to Fournette. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Prescott now from the 50. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Prescott on 4th down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
7:34.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jalen Reeves-Maybin just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Open man is Westbrook, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Parker, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7. Yeah, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To try again after the sack. Prescott, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. X3. 218. Chopper. Shoot. Who's right? Watch out. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
93. Check 52. Later 2. Go.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We're good, we're good. Ready?
I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Carr to throw.
Check 26, check 26.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Smooth. Check. Express.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Carr going for the deep ball. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hey, Alpha. Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. The open man is Westbrook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
29. Express.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Dawson tacks on the point after. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And the Redskins
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Carr completes it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Carr looking long for Westbrook. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Fournette running right. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
4th down, Prescott. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Prescott to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Hey, defense, let's go.
Here we go, 46.
What? Quick.
Here we go, 46.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
26.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Washington.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Under 10. 10.
Right Monday, down.
Carr to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you, this